フルカウンター
Alright boys, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, and the 4th anniversary has finally been leaked. We now know what the character is, although if you've been watching my channel for the last 5 months now, we knew this character was coming. It was obvious the story mode was all lining up, and yes, it is Sacred Treasure Bond, but the actual wording for the character is called Transcendence Bond, so you know it's the one for the story mode. And once again, I can't say, I called it. Like 5 months ago on the actual New Year's, I saw it coming, mainly because once again, the story mode cutscenes, we know we get characters when they appear in story mode, and if they haven't appeared when they actually appear in story mode, then we're likely going to get them. And once again, with Rudius, by the way, being out in the game, it was very, very obvious that a human meta was coming, and it looks like, once again, Rudius may be one of the best characters in the game now, because we're now going to be getting Transcendence Bond. May not be an actual human buffer, he could be more of a Sacred Treasure buffer, like some like Synty basically, but once again, I just played some PvP where people weren't using mono race teams, and you almost one-shot them with like Roxy. It's kind of unreal. The game has gone so far now where you do have to use full mono actual race teams, otherwise you're not getting crazy stat buffs, which is why the demon team is so dominant, because you have so much support, right? Where humans just don't have it. You have what? Roxy and also Ultimate Escanor is non-existent, no basic stats. The only person that does get base stats is obviously Rudius, who gets 30%, but only for himself. So with Barn coming out, who we don't know what the character does just yet, right? It's not been leaked, but maybe it does, and maybe I'll update you in the comments or make another video about it. But as it is right now, the guy should be like a big DPS character, and I imagine for part 2, it will be when we get Skinny Escanor, and that's when we get the basic stat buffers for humans. If not, we're going to get some sort of buffs for humans later on. And obviously the big one at the end of the year, once again, my prediction now on screen, we're going to be getting Chaos Arthur, and he literally is a human buffer. His whole purpose, I said it multiple times now, his whole purpose is to buff up humans, to make humans the strongest race in the 17th universe. And if someone's going to buff humans as much as someone like the Demon Team, like Estarossa, it is going to be Chaos Arthur. Now, bear in mind, this is the anniversary, so you know it could be very well be a dark type banner or a light type banner or a grand festival, I should say. And with the wait and see, man, we've gotten back to back grand festivals, kind of, or light and dark characters. So to get another light or dark would be kind of a bit overwhelming a little bit, because that means you can't buy Bond in the coin shop. Bear in mind, if he's not a grand festival, or maybe he is a grand festival but just being not a dark or light type character, then you can buy him in the coin shop, right? Obviously when the event does come around, probably I'd imagine November is when you can buy them, so still quite a while away by, but we are getting a bunch of free festival dupes with new starter banners, so you can probably save up to him, so you can probably just get enough coins to get him later on. But I was planning to do a video today or tomorrow about how the character will play in Grand Cross. At least now I know he will be coming, so I'll definitely be doing that probably tomorrow as well. So yeah, boys, I believe that is basically it for the update and what characters coming. Once again, I saw it coming. I'm taking full credit. Once again, my prediction on screen, we've called 2 out of 2 now. I think for obviously July is almost guaranteed to be a demon. It may not be Demon King Meliodas, but I do think it will be Demon King Medi or Demon King Zelda, so either one of them two, I'm still taking full credit for that, because that's what I said in my actual breakdown video. But I didn't have other for Demon King Zelda, so I put Demon King Medi. It's definitely one of them two, and obviously at that point we're going to be getting Purgatory Medius to return the banner, because he's not coming out on a new anniversary banner. And for the festival after that, I did put Dotwing King with his actual Sacred Treasure like bear form. Probably not going to happen. I think it'll probably be like a Sin, maybe a Golf or something now. I'm definitely wrong about that one, because we have now seen with obviously the new Goddess Elizabeth and also Jelly King that they are now doing reruns of festivals or new version of festivals, but just selling them as a 6-run diamond banner. So we are going to get King, and we're going to get this one. It likely will just be a 6-run diamond banner, but the weapon will be different, so maybe it will be another banner. I don't know how it's going to work, because this King is by far the coolest King, Peak King, but they kind of shafted him a little bit. He was good on release, but like, you know, Medi came out a month afterwards, right? And then going towards the end of the year, definitely November festival or even December festival is 100% going to be Chaos Arthur. And the reason why I think we're going to be getting a dual character is just something to throw out there that I may actually be wrong about, but I want to see if I can actually get something crazy, because every single year at the end of the year we get something crazy, bro. We get like I don't know how we even call them, but like 2-3 years ago now we did get Assault Medios, who was the first Holy War Grand Festival character in Grand Cross. The year later we got obviously our first Dark type, and then last year we got the Mega Power Up 1 Mega Attack form where we had the true magic, or Escanor enters, you know, his final flames basically. So if Barnes gonna have something like that, I don't know what it's gonna be, but we'll do a breakdown tomorrow about it. And once again, I can see the actual end of year ban, like I said, the OG starting special, something new, and it'll be a good way to do a dual unit. And bear in mind, end of the year, we're gonna get the story to wrap up. So what would be a good way to do it than get an actual dual character between Melly and Elizabeth to kind of wrap up the 70 storyline, to wrap up the fact that he did fight Demon King. Actually, next chapter he fight the Demon King, and both are together. So there's a lot they can do. All right, so it just leaked as well that there actually are LR units coming to the game. Probably not with Barn, obviously, because that'd be too broken. But Netmarble did talk about in a recent dev notes that there's going to be a new growth system coming to the game, where they're going to open up what sounded like a level cap towards characters sequentially. So for example, you may get, let's say, Freya, you may get obviously Reinhardt, you may get obviously Esther Rose and Zeldris. Okay, not them actually because they're meta, but going down towards the dead, right, at the bottom, like Gustav, Jericho, you know, Gerard, for example, they will open up the actual LR, so you can actually level those characters up, and those characters can get LR and actually be buffed and be usable and actually be, you know, good, right? Because, and this is basically their way to buff up old characters, which I'm okay with. I don't mind it. If they open up, like, let's say 5 characters a month where everyone can work towards them, you all do it at a good pace, it's not challenging, impossible to do like how the actual relics are, then it would be a pretty good system. But you got to remember, you know, hopeful thinking, right? This is what it should be. But last time with the relics, when we saw this was like a new way for them to actually fix old characters, give them a new passive to make old characters more usable. And what did he end up doing? Not that. They gave really bad passives towards the old characters, and he gave the best relics towards the best characters already in the game that didn't need relics, especially like Parvati Banrai when that came out. As much as I hope the fact that we could be getting like LR, like old characters, you know, they're probably going to give like Traitor Melly, which I guess people wouldn't mind too much, but we don't need him to be LR straight away. We want like Jericho, Old Fat King, Lilia, OG Escanor, Valenti, Hawk Evo. You want to get these OG characters that aren't being used and never are used. You want those to go LR first, and then to be a bit more usable, right? But I want to throw it out there, if there's going to be a boss fight, hopefully it's Calf. Imagine it's Calf, you fight the massive cat, right? That'd be sick as well. So boys, that can wrap up the video. A lot of leaks towards the anniversary. Secretary of Bond coming, who might be a dark unit apparently. But also as well, we're going to be getting LR units for the OG characters, hopefully. And not any festive characters can be too much. I imagine LR Lost Fame. It kind of got a good ring to it. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace. Welcome, boys. This is going to be just a way to make the video longer. It is what it is. YouTube, you gotta have it over 8 minutes, so I'm just gonna talk about some things. I have a video planned, I think today coming out. It's gonna be Escanor, no, it's gonna be Chandler. Gonna be going against Chandler's final boss. You can see my reaction. It's pretty funny actually. I didn't know they had new cards. When I saw the reaction, it was quite funny. And tomorrow, which is gonna come out today, but now we got leaks, I'm gonna be uploading a Roxy Toxic team. It's unreal how broken Roxy actually is if you're actually using the right team, right? But yeah, that should be the 30 seconds. So boys, big love, and yeah, peace.